Okay, great. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the press conference. We are joined by FPX. If you have a question for the team, please use the Zoom hand raise feature. We'll start with a pre-submitted question from Sports Kita. This is for Autumn. There were many points in the series where it looked like your team could have closed both the maps, but unfortunately couldn't. Was it because of your team felt nervous, or do you think Karmine Corp were just better prepared?
I think we just lost some advantageous rounds. We had some advantage in some rounds, and maybe some rounds we might have over aggressed in the late round, which cost us a death or something, or maybe miscommunication, peeking together. But I don't really think they were that much better. Just us not really playing as good as we can.
Thank you. Next question from Ganesh at Strafe.
This is to the coach or whoever wants to answer. You still have another game, which will be an elimination. What do you think you would want to work on before the next game starts to ensure that you close out both the maps?
因为现在还有一张地图的一场比赛的机会，然后现在 FunPlus 还不会被淘汰，所以想问一下教练，在接下来的这场比赛，你们觉得在哪些方面还需要更加精进一下呢？
我觉得我们在主要是基本功跟一些很简单的东西做好就行。我们今天其实输掉都很多优势局，反正就输在一些很基本的东西，什么补枪啊，然后一起拉，或者说没有交流啊之类的。我觉得我们回去把最基本的东西好好再复盘明白就 OK。
I think mostly it's our fundamental things because we lost so many advantage rounds into this matchup, and maybe we should do more work on our trade, our pick, and our communication. And we try to figure all the problems out.
Thank you. Next question from Pedro Romero.
Hey guys, first off, commiserations on the loss to Karmine Corp. This question goes out to Berlin. I want to know from your perspective what kind of difficulties have the team experienced in that series, given the fact that in map one it was sort of a very streaky a map in which one team would win 7 straight and then the other would win 7 straight on their own. And general, what do you think went wrong for the team from your perspective as the IGL?
其实今天的比赛，这个问题是要问到柏林选手，因为今天的比赛其实是非常接近的。在第一张地图的时候，我们也可以看到双方打的有来有回，可能对方先拿了7分，然后之后你们又连续追分，追了很多分。所以在这种情况下，你觉得作为团队的 IGL， 对于你们的队伍来说，你应该就是有什么样的期待？然后你觉得队伍在哪一方面需要做得更好一些呢？
一开始被连拿了7分，更多的是我们就有一点还没有适应到那个节奏，然后沟通上有点乱，然后后面大家调整好就比较快。我认为今天其实大家就像前面讲的，出了很多优势局，除此之外就是一些沟通的东西，然后在其他的就比较都还好。然后大家今天都打得挺好的，我觉得我想先跟我队友说声抱歉吧，就是我知道他们可能不会觉得是我问题，但我认为我身为 IGL， 我应该有更多的责任去控制好这不管是队内的节奏，还是说沟通问题，然后或者说前压的东西，还有自己的个人操作。那我并没有做好这点，对，我自己觉得今天很多把输掉，然后甚至后面被滚雪球，很大部分会在我这边，对，我就跟队友说声抱歉。
I think for today's matchup, especially map 1, at the beginning we were in some disadvantage because we didn't adapt to the tempo of the game, and we have some communication issues, and we lost some advantage rounds previously. But I think all our players did just play decently into this matchup. But maybe I think the reason we lost this game is all on me. I want to say sorry to our teammates because as the IGL of this team, I feel like I have the responsibility to carry all the team to do the right calls and to make better communication with our teammates. But I didn't do good on that, so it's all on me.
Thank you. Next question from esports driven.
Thank you. So my question goes to Berlin. How much impact does the language barrier have for you as the IGL? And are you still calling both in English and in Chinese?
这个问题也是要问到柏林选手，因为其实作为团队的 IGL，你觉得就是双语指挥这件事对你来说是有什么样的影响？然后现在你是不是在团队里依然需要进行双语指挥这样的工作？
我们现在依然是用双语在指挥，然后也是在对战中也是都是用双语在沟通，很常会有中英文一起出现，然后会可能导致后面沟通内容有点乱。在对决中的影响很多会像是指挥会延迟，然后因为要讲2遍，然后可能这样一直累加下来会有很大的空窗期，就没有做事情，然后还有在临场沟通的时候，他们可能会比较混乱一点。
Right now, I need to do the calling bilingual, and I feel like because of that, we have some miscommunication during the game, and sometimes our communication is just delayed. I have to do the calls for twice, and one by Chinese and one by English. So sometimes we couldn't do our things instantly. So maybe sometimes it really impact our communication.
Thank you. Next question from Pedro Romero.
Yes, I got a question for Life. Contrary to the team's eventual defeat to Karmine Corp in this series, do you, as an individual, perform respectively well, leading the team obviously in kills and ACS? And so, how did you view your performance against KC in this first match, despite the defeat?
这个问题想要问到柏林选手，因为今天Life 选手，因为今天 Life 的选手的发挥真的非常出色，在和 KC 的对战中，其实拿下了很多的关键局，而且我们也看到了你的5杀。那想问一下，你如何评价今天的表现？虽然说今天比赛输掉了嘛，想问一下你对自己的表现是怎么样评价的？
我觉得正常吧。对，主要是我觉得是今天我们大家是很久没有打世界赛，这是第一次，所以说我们可能心态上没有调整过来，有些人有点紧张，或者说是有些太过于兴奋，然后导致我们没有发挥出最好的状态。对。
I feel like my performance today is just decent because all of our teammates, we have a long time to, we didn't play like competitions in an international event. This is our first time in this year. So some of our players, maybe they're a bit of nervous or a bit of excited. So we didn't get to our best form today.
Thank you. Next question from esports driven.
The question goes to the coach, Nathan. So with this new format, how challenging is it for you to prepare the team for an elimination match without knowing your next opponent?
这个问题想问一下教练，因为我们现在是有一个瑞士轮的新赛制嘛，想问一下，在这种情况下，你们会如何对待自己淘汰赛的比赛，然后会做一些什么样的准备呢？
我们第一轮打完过后的话，我们更多回去复盘过后，然后专注于自己上场比赛的失利，然后就等待着新一轮分组，然后去看如何去针对啊，或者是调整一下去迎接下一场比赛。
I think we will do some feedback on today's matchup, and we're waiting for the draw in order to do more like strategies or aiming to other team. And right now we are keep improving.
Thank you. Are there any questions in the room?
Hello, here's Theo from Sons of KS. First of all, I'm really sorry about your loss. You made a really great performance tonight. I want to ask a question to whoever wants to ask, maybe Autumn, maybe the coach. Well, I think now it's a perfect opportunity to rise up like the Phoenixes you are. So I want to know, how do you handle the pressure of not winning today, being relegated to a match that you can be eliminated from the Masters? And how do you manage this pressure without knowing which team is going to face you on the next stage?
这个问题可能想问到 任何想回答的选手，然后可以是 Autumn 教练或者是其他人想回答也都可以。然后想问一下大家会如何解决自己的压力？因为这场比赛输掉了嘛，所以说会面对一些压力，尤其是面对淘汰赛接下来，然后也会有一些压力，你们会如何去处理这些压力？然后接下来会怎么办？
我觉得就是面对每一场比赛，无论是我们 VCTCN 的比赛，或者说我们来到国外大师赛，或者说是冠军赛，我们无论是赢了还是输了，我们每一次的，就是不要给自己太多压力。我觉得这个是调整自己作为一个职业选手的一个基础标准，就是不会有太多压力，然后承担的每一场比赛都该应有的水准这样子。
The answer of life is I feel like as a pro player when facing every matchup in this tournament, no matter the matchup in international events or the matchup in VCTC and whatever the result is, win or lose, we won't give us much pressure as a pro player. I think we need to do that and we need to play to our best form.
And I want to ask another question to Berlin. How was like the tension during the rounds that you were losing, right after you were like really ahead before the side change, and how maybe what could have been better to avoid being losing the Lotus map?
What's the first question again?
How do you handle as an IGL the fact that you were being taken ahead right after you were winning before the side changes in Lotus?
作为一个 IGL，你如何承受这种压力？因为其实，在莲花古城的时候，在最开始你们是一个领先的状态嘛，在换边之前，然后作为团队的 IGL，你是如何承受这种压力，或者说应付这种压力的呢？
我要领先，就是换攻防转换之后，并不会有，并不会有真的一个指挥，就是我们大家会有各自的想法，然后大家是有点团结在一起。然后我们这次被就是 comeback，就是很多的原因是因为一些心理上的就猜错吧，应该这样讲，就是心理博弈部分的问题，然后还有一些沟通上的小失误。我觉得这个，可能我未来也确实应该好好钻研一下，就是在对方的心里会怎么去想我们的守方，然后会怎么进行这一局，然后去更好的反制。
I feel like all our players they have their thoughts during the games, but we are also very united. And the reason why they get the comeback, I think mostly is our mentality because we made some misprediction and we have some like little mistakes during the communication. So as the IGL of this team, I feel like I should do better on the strategy and the anti-strategy. And I'll keep on working that.
Thank you.
想问一下二阳和刘一手，就是觉得在今天的比赛中学习到了些什么，可以用在下一场比赛上？
更多在这个对局中期对于游戏的思考，还有就是想一想对面人在哪里，然后就是选位啊各种方面的东西。
我今天主要在这场比赛学到一些，就是因为我今天打下来，我发现我挺多时候给道具都被抓到一个 timing， 然后这是一个非常坏的一个时候吧，就是给道具老被抓 timing， 然后导致自己就是白给了。然后我觉得下一场比赛我可以让自己的道具时机就是观察的再细致一点，给的再细微一点，然后更好的去掌控整个局势吧。对。
谢谢，下场比赛加油。
This question was over to Ayang and Lysol. And what did you learn from this matchup in order to use it into the next matchup? And the answer of Lysol is, I think it's the thinking of the whole game, the rate of the whole game, and many kinds of things. And Ayang said that I feel like there's something wrong, maybe the timing of I give the utility. I have some bad habits like that. maybe for the next matchup, I'll need to keep on working that, and I need to find the right timing to give utility, to do it more carefully, and to take the good control of the map.
Thank you. Are there any other questions in the room? Okay, final question from Pedro Romero.
Yes, this goes out to Life. Up to my knowledge, I believe you are the only person to have appeared in appeared in an international event with 3 different organizations in your career. And I want to know from your perspective, how does this your current stint in FPS compare with that from the time in which you were part of Attacking Soul and EDG?
这个问题想问一下来福选手，因为其实你是现在的所有的队员里面唯一一个可能每次参加世界赛都是在不同的队伍的，所以想问一下你此时此刻现在的状态，在 FunPlus 的状态怎么样，和之前在 EDG 和 ASE 相比？
首先我第一次去世界赛，在 EDG 去世界赛的时候，我是紧张彷徨，不知所措。然后第二次ASE 去东京大赛的时候，更多是想要证明自己，但是我们缺乏了很多东西。但是这一次在 FunPlus 来到马德里大赛，我更多是相信以及有自信去就是对于我们队伍有非常非常的自信，以及对我自己也有非常非常的自信，就是不同的阶段成长。对。
I feel like I have different status when I was in those three teams. When I was in Ever Gaming, the first time I attend in an international event, I was a bit of nervous. I don't know what to do during the games. And the second time when I was in Attacking Soul esports, the only thing I need to do is to improve myself. But it was our team, maybe myself, lack of something, but we didn't manage to do that. And right now I'm in FunPlus. The only thing in my mind is that I truly believe myself, believe in our teammates. We are very confident, and I think we could do better maybe in the next matchup.
Thank you very much. That concludes our press conference with FPX.